Welcome, everybody. It's college football. We're back today, the NCAA Football Odds Couple Show. Jamie James is sitting in once again for Pistol Pete, who is lost in New York. I still haven't heard from him. Pistol Pete, what the hell are you doing? And also today, we are joined from Jeff Nadeau, big man on campus, and we're going to break down some of the afternoon games in college football today, some value that maybe went unseen, or maybe we can bring some things to the light to help you beat your book. So with that being said, big man on campus, nice to have you on board. Double J, always nice to have you on board.
Fired up.
How's it going over there, big man?
I got my coffee, Mike. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Fantastic. All right, let's get into it. All right. I'm just going to kind of go from here and kind of wing it from there. Rutgers at Washington. All right. Here's a game. This has got a lot of value in it. Chris Peterson, this is his third year from Boise State. All right. He really starting to feel the pressure, okay? But he's got a really good team, very good offensive team, going up against a Rutgers team that is in the total rebuilding mode. Either of you have anything to say about this game, and is there some value hidden somewhere, whether it's with the dog or the favorite?
Not me, personally, Mike Brennan. No opinion on that game.
Okay, how about you, big man?
Yeah, I mean, Rutgers football's in the toilet, Mike. I mean, this team stinks. Going out to the West Coast, it's going to be a big season for Washington. They're excited. I would lean Washington. I kind of like this game initially. I don't much anymore. I think this could very well land 27-0 or something like that. I'm really not. I think there's a ton of value in it. I would avoid it. There's a lot of other games out there.
Okay, and there is. With that being said, one of my angles is first halves, and I grabbed it at 14.
That's a good play, Mike.
Yeah, I think they're going to come out strong just to show that they are who they are, and Rutgers is going to come out confused, mixed up. It's going to take a quarter or two, maybe three, to get things, going to where you at least feel confident to be able to snap the ball. All right, well, with the next one, moving right on, Miami of Ohio is at Iowa. Now, we all remember what happened to Iowa last year. They're pissed off about that bowl game blowout. They had a phenomenal season. How do they bounce back, Jeff? How do they bounce back, Double J, or do they not?
I don't know. I don't think they do bounce back, to be honest, Mike. What do you think there, big man?
It's 27.5 points, the line, favoring Iowa.
Yeah, I'd lay Iowa. I'd lay the number here. Miami of Ohio is awful. They've been bad for several years. I follow this team. They give up 36 points a game on the road. I think you're dead right, Mike. They're going to come out Iowa pissed off. I'm very high on Iowa this year. I really like this team. I think they have a really easy road if you want to look at a team with a little value at 30, 40 to 1. They have a really easy schedule. This is a game I would lay the points. This is like a 35-0 type of game. Miami, Mike, Jamie, they scored 10.7 points a game on the road last year and gave up 36. So all you got to do is work the numbers out there. They're going to get waxed in this game.
I like that, and I also like the edge, the fact that, because Iowa, I think they're well enough coached to where that blowout, it's not going to take them down. It's going to piss them off. I think they come out, they open up that can of whoop ass early, big man. Bring the shovel, bring the wheelbarrow, because they're burying Miami of Ohio.
And Mike,
Miami
of Ohio is so bad offensively that, if they get up 10 points over the spread, you're going to be good because Miami's not going to score. So
yeah, fantastic. Liking the breakdowns. All right, here's one. Woo. Kent State playing Penn State. Now, Penn State, Coach James Franklin, remember him from Vanderbilt. This guy that brought up that Vanderbilt program, he is now in his third year, and you talk about feeling some heat, he is also. But what he's done, he's gone to that spread offense. He brought in an offensive coordinator from one of them gun and shoot schools, and he's hoping that changes things. There's no real threat, I don't think, from Kent State, but is 22.5 points too much for Penn State to handle?
I don't know. I maybe. I mean, again, I'm not making a pick on that one, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you think there, big man?
I would probably look maybe under the total in this game. Kent State's actually sneaky good defensively. They have trouble scoring the ball. They were probably top 5 worst offenses in the country last year. You mentioned the new offense, the up-tempo. I think that's going to take some time on a new quarterback to get going. They run the football a ton. I kind of like the under, but this is another game I'm not particularly into. I live in this area. James Franklin's on the hot seat. I would maybe lean Penn State, but should they really be laying that amount of points to the new offense, I would maybe look under the total in this game.
Oh, I like that angle.
And also as well with a team like Penn State.
Spin it out, Double J.
Yeah, spin it out, Penn State. You're going to get a lot of public money. They're going to go into that as well. So you could be right there with the points. you've got to always take that into consideration with these massive schools.
No, I like that. I like that angle. And also, like Big Man alluded to, when you bring in a whole new offensive scheme, which it is, it takes time. And then you throw in a new quarterback as well. All right, that's not going to happen overnight. Plus, you got a coach that feels the pressure, so he might be a little desperate. He might push his players to try a little bit too hard. I like your thoughts on that one, Big Man. And for me, it's a 10-foot pole. And you and I, we go back, way back to the days, well, hell, I don't want to talk too much about the old Penn State football because Sandusky and, they really soiled that one. But with that being said, let's move on to the next one.
Mike.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, I just want to point this out because it's so unbelievable. Kent State last year in 6 road games scored 5.3 points a game. I mean,
Jesus.
That's horrendous.
I think me, you, and Double J could score more than
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Hell, I
That's
just
what I'm
get
saying.
behind the two of you, and I'll score because I've seen the size of both of you guys. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
That's unexcusable. I mean, that's inexcusable. How do you? Well, I'm just going to reserve my comments on that one. All right, rolling right on. UCLA, okay, and A&M. Here we go. Josh Rosen at the helm for the quarterback for Mora. I'm not a big Mora Jr. fan. This guy had his chance in Atlanta with Michael Vick. All right, then he went on to the college ranks, and what it is, he gets a lot of talent, but he fumbles that talent. That's what it is. I really think there's some ineptitude with this coach. But A&M, they got their hands cut out. And you and I think we did a video on this, Big Man. All right, this thing right here is at 3.5. Texas A&M, are they over all the Manziel drama? And is UCLA capable of really shining in this game?
I don't know if they are just yet. I mean, I like Rosen. He's a bit of a lunatic, though. He's a little crazy. But I guess maybe you need that as a quarterback. Texas A&M strong, good wide receiver group, quarterback solid, decent offense, good defense as well. This one's tough for me. It comes down. I think it's going to be a close game. I think UCLA will do enough to keep it close. I don't know. I haven't looked much at this game. I'm not a big fan of marquee matchups, if you would say, but I would lean Texas A&M. I do think, Mike, they're over the Manziel stuff. I think they were just ready to get him out of town. I would lean A&M, but it isn't Kyle Field. That's a tough place to play. That's my only angle here.
Double J, any thoughts on that one?
Staying totally away from that game, mate.
That's a 20-foot pole then for you.
More than.
Well, I like your breakdown, though, with the wide receivers, because A&M, that is one school that does. By God, they recruit some wide receivers.
They may have the best wide receiving core in the country. I mean, Speedy and
it's amazing. And year in and year out, they keep adding to it. I mean, Mike Evans, the list goes on. All right, guys, let's move on. Let our viewers know where that edge is so we can get this thing out as quick as possible. LSU, all right, Les Miles, I'm not a fan. I think this guy, literally, he was on the chopping block. They wanted to fire him last year, and his own team, his players went in and saved his ass. All right, at Wisconsin, it's -9. Opened at 9. It's now -14. All right, I know they got Fournette in the background, in the backfield. It could be a Heisman Award winner if Deshaun Watson does something stupid or he gets hurt. But LSU, with all this talent, there's so many expectations, and if Miles doesn't get it done this year, trust me, he's heading back to the military. Any thoughts on this one?
Well, obviously the public are loving it, aren't they? If it's gone 9-14, I haven't got no official play on that one. If I was to go to make a lean, I'd go the other way.
I would too. I would take Wisconsin. Big Man, talk to me.
Now, you guys said you got 14?
Yeah, absolutely. Opened at 9, unless it's changed since we looked at it. What are you looking at right now?
Yeah. I'm seeing 11, but I'm just looking at one book. Again, guys, I liked it at 9.5. I liked LSU, but if it's at 14 now, I don't necessarily like it as much.
Yeah.
I don't know where Wisconsin's. What does Wisconsin have, and what have they had the last 5 years? This team stinks.
Yeah,
they have no quarterback.
No doubt, and a ton of talent coming in and out of that door. A coach,
and I keep hearing, well, they're playing at Lambeau Field. It's not February.
Yeah.
Come on, who cares?
Exactly. Brent Favre's not coming out of the tunnel, and there's no snow, and you're not going to see one damn cheesehead in the audience. So there's no advantage there whatsoever.
Aaron Rodgers will be in the stands. I'm sure he's a Wisconsin supporter, but look, I would lay it with LSU at 9.5, 10, but at 14, it's just there's not a lot of value for me anymore.
Okay, let's break away from that one. Here we go. Oh boy, do I love this one. I think it's a first half gem. Louisiana Tech going on to play Arkansas. Now, Arkansas is a stout defense last year. Come back now, they got 8 starters coming back. Offensively, they're going to be they're going to be running the ball. They're replacing their quarterback. Any thoughts on this game, you guys? All right, Louisiana Tech, Arkansas, because I love Arkansas in the first half.
Well, I haven't looked into that game, being totally honest with you, Mike, but I have no opinion on that game.
Okay, Big Man.
I'll tell you what, man. Louisiana Tech lost a ton on offense. Jeff Driscoll, Kenneth Dixon, Paul Turner, the receiver, who now is might make the team with the Philadelphia Eagles. How about that?
Yeah, I heard that.
But yeah, they're going to lose it. They lost a ton on offense. That 37 points a game they scored last year is going to drop significantly. Arkansas is a sneaky good play. They seem to always cover spreads for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they seem to always
I've
cover.
seen that.
Yeah, first half I like Arkansas, Mike. I think Louisiana Tech in the first game is really going to be kind of downtrodden in this game. I like that play actually.
Well, yeah, I'm all over it. I got it. We're going to put some weight on that one. UGA and UNC. All right, Georgia -3. It's not between the hedges. All right, this is in the dome. And also UNC, they've been waiting for this game. Now I know Double J's got something to say about this game, and big man, I got a feeling you do as well. Georgia and North Carolina Tar Heels, baby. Let's break it down.
Tar Heels, mate, that one's coming in. Take them with the points. They opened up at 4, didn't they? And he's saying now it's at 3.
It's at 3.
But I absolutely love that. That's one of I got 4 plays today, and that is one of my official plays there. I love it.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
How about you, big man?
I'm on the other side. I like Georgia in this game. Double J, I got to point out, this team was 122nd North Carolina last year in rushing yards per game. This team can't stop the run. They were absolutely hammered in the run in the bowl game against Baylor, a real football team when they finally played one. UNC last year was overrated. They didn't play anyone all year. They finally played a team and got absolutely crushed. Sony Michel, I'm hoping he plays. Nick Chubb is going to play, though, and I think he's going to run all over UNC. Look, I like UNC. I think this game's going to be really close, but I think Georgia will do enough. I'm not a big fan of their quarterback there, but I think they just needed to change the scenery. Mark Richt was there too long.
Yeah.
Bring in Kirby Smart. This is already a good defensive team. Don't knock them. They were 8th last year in the country defensively. I'm going to go with Georgia in this game. It's not going to be a client play or anything, but I like Georgia. I'm going to go the other way, guys. I just don't like that run defense.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, and I appreciate what you're saying there, big man, but I mean, it just looks too easy, doesn't it, with Georgia? It just looks like a very fishy line.
Yeah.
And when I see lines like that, I have to go the other way.
Yep. And I get that too, and that's the angles. We got so many different angles, and it's betting like the bookie with Double J, and I understand. But, Big Man brought some good things to the light, all right? And if Nick Chubb can run effectively without that injury really taking its toll, look out. And Sony Michel, he's as dangerous just as well. It's keeping these guys healthy. My only concern is that Kirby Smart, absolutely, he's a great coach, but, that's not just an easy job to go down there. UNC, they better be able to stop that run, though, because if they don't stop that run and Michelle and Chubbs gets hot, then they're in some serious trouble. But I think if Georgia's got to rely on a quarterback with an arm, I think they're up Schitt's Creek without an order. Long season for Georgia, long season. And Kirby Smart's going to realize real quick, God,
they made the wrong
left a mess here. Mark left me nothing but a bucket trash can full of shit.
And
got a good defense, but other than that, there ain't no offense there. It scares me.
Yeah, Mike, they made the wrong decision at quarterback. They should have went with Eason. They went with Grayson Lambert instead. I don't really understand that.
I don't either, and I think he'll change that. I think it'll bite him in the ass. But I got news for you.
I think he's going to change it in this game, Mike. It's going to be that important. He's going to change it.
Exactly. But you give that guy, tell me, you give Kirby Smart 2 years down there and look out. He's going to take it to another level that Mark Richt never could. Guys, I want to see what you may have with some other games. Double J, what other picks do you have?
Taking Florida -36.
Whoa, and who are they playing today?
Mike, I've always struggled with it. Massachusetts, I can't really say the word.
That's all right, just say Mass.
I know. There's a nice famous university
You've been
up
in
there.
Mass.
Great
You look
people.
like a church-going guy. Just say Mass.
Absolutely, but -36 has been a lot of, talking from a gambling perspective, money perspective, a lot of sharp money on that. I think they're going to cover by 40 plus, so that's one of my plays. What do you think of that one there, big man?
I actually agree with you there, my man. I like Luke Del Rio, the quarterback, Jack's son. UMass is... They may be the worst team in the country. I actually have them rated second last, but they can't score. Their defense is a mess. And by the way, guys, not many know this. They lost their starting quarterback and their best wide receiver last year. They may not score in this game. I like this one 41-0. I agree with you, Double J. Good pick.
And then I've also got one that's going to upset the apple cart here. Auburn on the money line to win.
Whoa! Don't get me going on this one. I'm going to let Big Man break it down first.
Yeah, I disagree. I like Clemson -8 here. I just don't see it with Auburn. I mean, their offense is a mess. Sean White, I don't really like. I think they should have went with John Williams III. I I like Clemson. They're the best team, one of the best teams in the country. Deshaun Watson is ready to go. I see some interviews with him. He gets his wide receivers, starting wide receiver back. Defensively, I know people are concerned, but Dabo's going to have that defense ready to play. They still have a couple starters back. I'm just not a fan of Auburn. I don't see it with them, and I think Gus will be out middle of the year. I think he'll be out of there.
God, my twin brother from a different mother, big man. I am not exaggerating. I couldn't have said it any clearer. Double J, you're getting double teamed here, buddy, because I got news for you. No, I gotta break this down.
I mean, I see where he's going with it, but I just don't think Auburn. They're not your typical Auburn team.
No, exactly. And I love Double J's confidence. And here's the thing: had Clemson not been at the big stage, the biggest of all stages last year, I would say look out, might be dangerous going into Auburn. But guess what? I don't care how loud that place gets. What they were at last year at that platform in the national championship, it can't compare to this stadium. Malzahn took on a good team when he came on, got lucky and won it. He's gone. He's gone halfway through the year. This team is not a good team, and I got news for you. I watched Deshaun Watson 4 games in high school, all right? This kid is nothing but confident. They're going to roll this fucking team early and often. Jump on Clemson on the half. Jump on Clemson on the game, and guess what? Big Man and Brenner are jumping on Double J on this one. God, I love this.
Well, I'm quietly confident, my friends, that one comes in.
Okay,
if that one's got you wound up, this one's going to really get you going.
Bring it on, Double J.
You ready for this one, big man? I'm taking USC plus 13.
Oh, my God. Okay.
How about that?
Well, no, I'm not going to get this wound up on that because 13 is a hell of a lot of points, but I'm going to let Big Man break that one down first.
Yeah, I actually don't have much on the side. I kind of like the under. I liked it at 54. I played it at 54. I don't know that USC is going to have a lot of they're not going to be good against this Alabama defense. What I've heard, really fast down there again. They have a great defense. I don't know that they're going to score more than 17 points, to be honest with you. And I don't think Alabama's going to get into the 40s either. So I'm going to go under 54. Honestly, I had it at 34-17. I have to say, if I had to play, I'd go Alabama. But USC has some people. Listen, Double J, the only issue I have with USC is they could get any coach in the country. They go after Clay Helton. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. They get the recruits. Yeah. They have a new quarterback also. But so does Alabama. But Alabama just seems to cover these type of games. So I'm going to avoid it. I like the under, but I got a better number than it is now.
And the thing is, I do need all those 13 points as well. Because the public's absolutely smashing Alabama, this game should be set about 10. Like there's so much money being smashed in Alabama. I'm talking from a purely gambling perspective. There is a lot of sharp money, early offshore money down here in Costa Rica from sharp guys on USC.
Okay, with that being said, all right, here's the thing. And Big Man, you got to totally agree with this one. USC, when I think of USC now, because I have some really nice moments of back in the day with OJ and then Pete Carroll. After that, it's a coaching clusterfuck. All right, Steve Sarkisian, Wayne Kiffin, are you kidding me? Talk about drama. You got one guy that's a drunk at practice trying to coach. You got the other guy who just thinks he's a superstar, Lane Kiffin, who ends up playing with Alabama. Here's the hidden edge right here, guys. Lane Kiffin, head coach, USC, leaves, bad blood, all that. Okay, he's the offensive coordinator for Alabama. Okay, they're coming in, they're playing this team, USC, who first-year coach. I'm telling you. Now, Alabama's not going to get into the 40s. I totally agree with Big Man. But that defense is going to shut this offense down like it's nobody's business. I'm all over the first half -7. I grabbed it at 6 a while back, and I grabbed the game at 11. All right, obviously, it's gone up. I just don't think you got the best coach in college football, for crying out loud, going against Clay Helton. I mean, Double J, with all due respect, I think you might even be able to coach a player or two for Clay Helton.
I love what you're saying there. It's like music to my ears. All I'm doing is hearing tickets cashing here. I love the first week as well, September. The salary people being paid their salaries. You get to see great line movements. You get to see where the money is. I'm telling you, the salary boys are going to be smashing Alabama. And I'm telling you now, this USC cashes. I am making this a 5-unit play.
Oh, my God. Double J.
And I'm 3 out of 3 on my 5-unit plays, and I will go 4 and 4 this one.
No, you're not.
Am I not?
Oh, wait. Seattle was a 5-unit play.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yes, right.
Hey, they almost didn't in baseball, but that's another story.
3 out of 3 college football. I think I go 4-0 today, and that one is my 5-unit play today.
Hey, listen, do we need to tell Big Man on campus what happened to us at Hooters 2 nights ago?
Another time.
Another day. We'll have to get into that another day. But Hooters down here in Costa Rica, we had a hell of an incident. I'll go into that later on. Hey, listen, guys, we got to get this thing wrapped up. Our viewers are waiting for that edge so they can get their
Hey, Mike.
in. Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to put two out there. I think these got to be mentioned. UTEP minus 9.5 against New Mexico State. This is a very good spot for UTEP. Quarterback arrested for New Mexico State this week. Other one left the program. Their best player, Larry Rose, is out. They're an awful defensive team. UTEP is a good spot this weekend. They're going to roll in this game. This line's too low. It should be way higher.
Yeah, it's a really good thought. I did a video earlier in the week with Drew Martin out of Atlanta, and he brought up the one quarterback got mad because the other quarterback got the nod against him. So the other one said, "I'm taking my ball and I'm going somewhere else." Well, then it was the next week the quarterback that won the spot got arrested, so he's gone.
Right.
Yeah, this is
and they're without their best player,
exactly.
Larry Rose.
UTEP viewers, you heard it. What's the other one you want to break down real quick?
Real quick, Ohio minus 20.5 against Texas State. I like Ohio. Right. I really liked them in the MAC this year, actually. Texas State, one of the worst teams in the country last year defensively. They're going to be just as bad this year. Ohio is a freight train, good defense, good offense as well. They have Mike, get this. They have a running back that did not fumble the ball one time last year. Get that. In the whole year, I like Ohio at home to roll the Bobcats of Texas State into oblivion today.
Wow. Yeah, I like that. That's a good. I like that play.
Wow. Okay, viewers, you heard it. We got to let you go. We got to let you get out there, do your line shopping, make sure you're getting the best bonuses as you open up your new accounts, because that's what you want to do. Trust me, college football is here. Sign up through SBR. We love doing this show, but we can't do it for free. So just add your new accounts through SBR, and guess what? Bring your friends, because you're only doing yourselves a favor. You're going to win money before the season even starts. Big man, thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to us breaking down once a week on a round table with Double J, and we'll see how effective we can be in helping our viewers cash those tickets. Have a great day, my man. Double J, as always, thank you for being on board.
Yep, enjoy, guys.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.